Animals Power presents the story of Winston and Tilly. They ascent to paradise together, embracing each other until the last breath, until the last heartbeat. The dog and the cat took that last step after a life on the street spent suffering great difficulties, but also after the last 3 years spent together with a person who made them experience what it means to be loved. This story comes from the Middle East, where Louisa Crook works as an independent rescuer, as she calls herself. There are so many animals here that need help, and no one else who does. There is no charity or even laws to protect them. So if you see a dog that needs help, you either do it yourself or ignore it. But I couldn't ignore it, explains the woman. Louisa discovered Winston 5 years ago after seeing a photo of him on Facebook, a different case from the many she was used to. The dogs I picked up off the street had usually only been there for a few months, but this old hardened dog had survived for over 8 years in an industrial area where food was scarce. The time spent on the streets had left its mark on Winston. His body and one of his front legs bore the signs of a probable accident with a car. He had to live with a painful skin infection. Honestly, we thought maybe we would spend a few months with him. But then he made it through the first year, then the second, and then some more. We were happy. But Winston was not only living with physical problems, but also with mental scars, those that are not seen, but felt. It took a lot of time and careful effort to make him feel safe and happy. Even though my other dogs helped me, Winston never completely lost his solitary street dog spirit. 2 years after Winston's arrival, Louisa welcomed a cat under equally distressing circumstances. Tilly lived in total abandonment, trapped in a room in a house. Her owner simply didn't care about her. He eventually left the country and abandoned her suffering from a severe head injury. He was really sick. When Winston met the cat, he initially acted like a grumpy old man. Because he had probably been tormented by cats in the industrial area where he lived years ago. On the other hand, she proved to be very kind and calm towards him. And so it was Winston who changed his behavior and began to appreciate the presence of the cat. Last year, they started to spend all day cuddling each other every day. Tilly was a very cuddly cat with all my dogs, but she seemed to love Winston more, says Louisa. However, the two animals had become very old. Winston was 15, Tilly 13. Both animals began to have serious health problems. Seeing them suffer was difficult, and so the time came to make the difficult decision to euthanize them both. So embraced by each other, Winston and Tilly left the earthly world happy and in company for a friendship that will last forever. Thank you all from Animals Power.